Okay. Huh? Let's go. We up in here, y'all. We are back, man. The pod about it. People are here. All right, enough of the applause. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. Right? I wanted to, like, really, really badly. I wanted to back out and change my name because that's not my Twitter handle anymore.
No.
Like at all. And when I realized that y'all were already in the room, we were running a little bit behind schedule and all. So I was like, you know what, man, just forget it. We're just gonna let it rock. But that's bothering me a little bit. Anyway,
you can change it now.
No, you can't change it while you're in the room. You got to back out and change it. You can't. Look. He always want me to be wrong. Go ahead. Let me see.
Hold on. I'm messing with
like
my
this is a lot of effort to try to prove him wrong.
No, yeah, he's right. Hold on, messing with my eye holes.
Look how bad my man want me to be wrong. That's crazy. Like our own people go out of our way.
I don't want you to be wrong.
You certainly didn't want him to be right.
Right?
So what was
it? Anyway, fellas.
Well, let me just start with a couple of disclaimers, okay? We are doing this episode from podcast. Oh God, Duck is doing the Picasso thing on my end. All right, we are doing the podcast strictly from what's going on, Ice. I see you out there, man. We are doing this strictly from tablets. All right, I don't have any of my equipment. If you watch Nothing But Niners, you are familiar already. I left all of my electronics, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth. I'm talking about my PlayStation, my laptop, all of my cameras, microphones, everything in South Carolina. It's all down in, yeah, look at Duck's face. I saw that clear. There was no Picasso on that look right there. I left it all in South Carolina. I have none of my electronics. So, you know, all the episodes that we're doing, they're little testies. So that's why you guys got the title Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So fellas, I'm actually gonna back out. I'm gonna change my name, but y'all start with how y'all doing. Go ahead, Doug. I see you got a burning question that you got to get off your chest before I go.
How did that happen? How did that happen? How did you?
My man had to take a swig.
This is just water with a little bit of that flavor stuff in it, so it's nothing. I will be drinking a little bit later, but not right now. But so long story short is, I had the we drove down without Zara. Okay, so we had extra space in our car. We took mad shit, but before I went down, because we were down for 10, 11 days. Like we were down for a long time. Before we went down, I called my pop and said, "Hey, what are you bringing back with you?" And he said nothing. He was like, "I'm driving my truck down. I got the flatbed. It's going to be basically empty. It's just me and Marge coming back. We're leaving our clothes down there because that's their house." So he was like, "We're not bringing all that stuff back." So I said, "Can I bring extra stuff down with me? Since Zara's already there, we could fold the seat down and then I'll throw some stuff in the back of your truck on the way back." He said, "Absolutely no problem." Cool. That's what we went to do. I assumed that my electronics bag was in my pop's truck. And so when I went to go get my stuff from his house, it was just 2 suitcases. And I'm like, "Nah, where's the other bag at?" He said, "There is no other bag." So my shit is down in South Carolina. At least it's at his house, not at the resort we stayed on.
I was about to say, I was under the impression, right, I thought y'all had stayed at the resort, so I thought it was at the resort. And I was about to say, you didn't just leave it like you out.
Like he had to tell me that too, because I was like, bruh.
I was concerned. I was genuinely concerned.
Y'all know me a little bit better than that to think I would leave my shit at a resort. Now, I will say we did leave some stuff at a resort.
I say, go ahead with the next part.
I left a couple pairs of sneakers at the resort. We left a freezer full of food. We left a bag of some clothes and blankets down at the resort. But for the most part, we came back in one piece. Everybody's happy and healthy. And that was just a matter of figuring out a time to go down there. Right? It's a 10-hour drive there, 10-hour drive back. I can do it in a day, but I know I need to sleep at some point. I would like someone to ride down with me and then just turn around and come right back and get it done in one day on a weekend so I don't have to take off of work. The flip side is I looked up flights. They have a Frontier out there. $40 one way, $86 round trip, including taxes. The only issue is the flights are every other day. You got one flight going and one flight coming back. And the return time is only an hour and 20 minutes. So you land, and then the return flight is an hour and 20 minutes later. So if I do fly down, I got to stay for 3 days, which means I'm going to miss work. It's only Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I feel like I got to drive down at some point. So that's the plan. Can I back out and change my name now? Because this shit is really bothering me.
Yeah, because I feel like Doug still got.
No, I was considering offering to take the trip. I just don't know timing wise when that.
Yeah, I told him the same thing. I told him I wouldn't be available last weekend, not this weekend either, or next weekend.
It's hard. I'm gonna have my baby again this weekend, and you would think that would be good. The problem is she ain't gonna sit for that long.
No,
there or back. You know what I mean? To go down, turn around, come right back. Like, nah.
That's what 10 hours each way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
she's not gonna sign up.
Almost a whole day on the road, yo. Oh man.
Yep. I know when she's older, she'll be fine. It seems like a lot of her personality and what she is from me, and I'm used to that down and back like that. But I couldn't have her do that right now. So.
So you said you considered offering a ride down with me?
Yeah, and I just don't know timing wise when it would work. So
when are you childless?
Next weekend is the first time I'll be it'll literally be this weekend. I'll make 3 weekends in a row. It's actually pretty cool.
Are you coming to see me this weekend with my goddaughter?
I don't,
because we can beef on air like right now.
I don't know. We didn't discuss that. We didn't talk about it. You looking like
yes, but yeah, we did though. Like, what are you saying? What are you saying?
You coming this upcoming weekend? I don't have anything planned for this upcoming week, so we didn't plan that. I promise.
We talked about.
I don't currently have an Easy Pass, and I'm not big on cash, so paying tolls to get your way and back is it's not a concern. I could pay cash, but I just don't want to.
Should we temporarily broadcast this to the Nothing But Niners thing also to get some viewers in here, or just leave it the way it is?
However you want to do it. That's fine with me.
I would have to back out again. That's why I'm asking.
Oh my goodness. It don't matter to me.
Don't matter if I'm here or not, huh?
Dang. Yo,
I ain't say it like that.
That's why I miss having the old school flip phone or the phone that slides. When you hang up on somebody, it's just so satisfying. You don't get that. So
I've been last night and the night before. So in order, I watched. So last night was Monday, right? Today's Tuesday. So Sunday night, I rewatched the first John Wick, and last night I rewatched the second. And I think it was in the first one. Everybody had a rotary phone.
Yeah.
I was like, why? Like, what year is it supposed to be that everybody's calling? It's one thing to be on a landline, but they're all rotary phones. This movie came out in 2014.
Yeah.
Like, why is everybody on a rotary phone? I didn't get it, but
sometimes old technology is unhackable, so they say. So maybe they just wanted to go with the rotary phone. I was just like, look, if we're gonna do analog, can we just do regular analog? I don't got time to have to hang up the thing and then redial the number. Cheryl, what was that? Oh, man, I dialed 6. My bad. You got to hang up and start all over again.
Right. The flip side, though, is like, I feel like any reason that you're using a rotary phone after the 90s and anything is so somebody can slam it. Right? So somebody can slam it at some point, right? The dial-in is whatever, but you want to be able to slam it. You're using an old school phone. It's for that reason. Never happened. Never happened.
You want to know what's funny about the whole wanting to slam the phone thing? That only helps like the person slamming the phone. Like they don't hear, oh, he hung up hard. Like all they hear is a click. It's the same click.
We've all slammed the phone at some point.
Like when you just left, that's what made me think of that. I was like, yo, that's why I missed the old school phone. Take the flip phone and just,
Oh yeah, I I banged on Duck just then. He was like, "Oh, it don't matter if you hear it or not." Oh, really? Click. I was out. Did y'all hear my slick comment when I left?
Were my words, it don't matter. Were my words, it don't matter. I don't think that was my word.
You said it don't matter to me.
I think I said I'm cool either way.
That's not Callie. Callie's in here.
You like my revisionist history, though, right? You like my revisionist history?
Revisionist history. All right.
I honestly don't know if we are on both streams right now. I don't know if me being on this tablet allows me to do that. I did check that box though. So maybe we're on both streams, maybe we're not. But how's everybody been, man? We always start with a refresh of how everyone's doing. So you guys let me know what's going on with y'all, how y'all feeling, man.
These last 2 weeks since we last recorded, since then I got a raise, or my anniversary date raise. My credit limit shot up 700.
Nice.
Decided to treat myself to a new phone, a new watch, new AirPods. I hear you laughing in the back. No, they don't. Fine. My wife said, keep going.
Yeah. I didn't want to put your business out there, and you ain't tell me you got a raise. You just started doing rich man stuff. So
the raise must have been substantial for everything you
listed. No.
He started with the raise and then proceeded in the raise, the credit, right? All the new money, and then all the things he's spending the new money on.
He ain't stop. No, stop. No. He ain't even named the expensive stuff yet, Duck.
So, because we're at the age where we're always going to events. They want you to dress up and everything. Ever since probably 18, where I didn't have to dress up to go to church anymore, I don't have any dress clothes. No shoes, no belts, nothing, no pants, any of that. So I was like, you know what? We're starting to go to more and more events. And I was like, all right, I need some shoes. So I started looking at the Coach outlet. So I thought, oh, they got these loafers. They got black pair, brown pair. So I was like, all right, cool. Black and brown go almost anything. I'm looking for a blue pair. I actually found a blue pair. So I got the black and the blue loafers. And I was like, all right, well, you got to have a belt. So I was like, all right, I got the black belt and the brown belt. And to cap it all off, I bought a new bag.
What do you dress in when you go to church? Because don't you go to church regularly?
I go to church. I wear jeans. Even my pastor, he wears Jordans, jeans.
I can't lie. I literally, the church that I joined when I was in college and still occasionally go to, they are a come as you are. I could walk in there in gym shorts and a beater and they'd be cool with it.
Yep. So, the only time my pastor get dressed up is if he's doing the dedication. He, wants to be a little presentable, but other than that, he dressed like us.
My pastor would go in his office after service and blast Tupac and DMX. It's dope.
You might want to pray for him. He's got some internal demons.
He was a Philly cop for a while, so yeah, he probably does.
So you told him about the Coach belt, the shoes. You told him about the Bose speaker.
I didn't.
Did you buy a Bose too? What else?
I bought a new Bluetooth speaker, and that's it.
Okay.
Out there living like a king, my man doing stuff. Look at the smile of satisfaction on that man's face. Look at that. Yeah. He's showing all 32 teeth right now. Look, all those points out there. Just
Tell him about your $200 water gun now. Tell that.
See, now you in my business.
Because you could never said me.
No, but here, you can do that for me, though.
That's funny.
Nah, Mike gonna tell him what you just bought for yourself and the family.
Well, first of all, my family was on vacation. Number one.
Replace the electronics?
No, I'm just gonna go get those. I'm not. For that's a lot of money worth of equipment. That's not something that you just replace. Nah, don't. Nope. Vacation in the Poconos, back-to-back weekends, or that's what it feels like anyway. That shit hurts. But Duck, I did go out. We got some rechargeable electronic water guns.
Wow.
These joints are nice. They're nice. Mine hasn't come in yet.
What what's the purpose of electronic on a water gun?
I'm glad you asked.
And lights, or does it?
No.
Does it have the sight, the red, the dot?
The infrared? No, none of that. It's just a water gun. Only shoots about 40 feet, right? Like it's, but here's what's different. Remember back in the day playing with water guns, it was like tedious, right? Like you get the water guns, you got to screw the big ass thing on there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is sad. And if AKA
it's not sad. It's not sad. I know where you're going with this.
I wasn't allowed to play with water guns. That's not the sad part. The sad part is the most I ever got was looking out the window at the other neighborhood kids playing with water guns. That's the closest I ever got to it.
Water fights.
Because any gun, anything, even like picking up a remote and pretending in my house.
Yeah. It's funny you say that.
Like my mom took that much more seriously than your mom.
No, we weren't really allowed to have them like that either. It wasn't until I started going to my dad's and I'm like, it's just a water gun. Like it's plastic, it's green, it's got tubes on it. Like this isn't something that I'm pretending I'm robbing a bank with. Like what's the big deal, But today, one of the ones arrived for my son, and your mom, who people might not know, babysits my kids, was immediately like, "Oh, you got that for them to play with when I'm not around," because they're not playing.
I was about to say, because if she said something, I still got the story of the boy. She came in. You know what? Go ahead, tell your story. We don't need to get into.
I'm just saying she hasn't changed. She was not trying to hear it. She didn't care. But here's what the difference is with the electronic water guns. First of all, it's rechargeable, so you're not putting batteries in it. So I thought that was dope. And
what part of it needs to be charged?
So I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
Tell them about the on-screen display, man. Tell them, Mike.
They do have. All right, mine has an on-screen display, but it tells you how much water you have left and how much battery you have left. That's it. Just a little digital reader, not fancy.
Mike,
they have.
What's the battery for other than the on-screen display?
I'm trying to get there. G started with
get there immediately.
So this is now internal. It's inside the gun, and it automatically fills itself. And it automatically shoots. There's no pumping of anything. Mine has burst modes, so you can shoot a quick squirt. It's got triple burst, or you can hold down the button and charge it up like a Kamehameha, and then let go of like a big blast. So, yeah, I got those for me and my kids. All you do is stick the barrel down. And Derek's gun came in today. His is actually pretty cool. The other guns, you got to push a button to make it pull the water in. Derek's gun has a sensor on the front of it, and as soon as it feels water, it just starts sucking in the water. It just
fancy.
It just pulls it in automatically. So Derek's gun is pretty dope too. Wow. See, Callie, come on, man. I was talking about the water inside the barrel of the gun, and all right, whatever. But yeah,
yo,
I heard it. I heard it too.
With my other ears, I was like, yo, this sounds provocative.
Yeah, nah, my man definitely paused this. He paused.
Real men don't pause.
Shit, I be saying some stuff sometimes. I had to go back and be like, nah, I ain't mean to say that, y'all. I mean, by the way, I did go back and watch our last episode with this color scheme. This pops. I don't know if y'all have watched our stuff. Put it on your TV.
I haven't watched the most recent one yet, but
this pops. Like it looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I think we might have found something here.
I like it. It looks real summery.
That too. All right.
Doug, what about you? What you been up to for these last 2 weeks?
I had my baby for the longest that I've ever had her in her life. Week and a half. It was great. It was 11 days. I think it was 11 days. we just had a ball the whole week and a half. Went to my cousin, my niece's birthday party. Her cousin, obviously, my niece's birthday party. She turned 4. Church anniversary on Sunday. That was cool. And then otherwise, I have bought way more cookbooks than I need. I went from 0 to 7, and I just been cooking like crazy. And Mike's seen some of the.
You mean to tell me that the dates aren't working for the cooking classes? You got to buy the books.
I haven't done that in years. I haven't done that in years. And I wanted to. I've been wanting to mix it up. I went. My dad and I. Y'all know the outlets are like 10 minutes from me. My dad wanted something from the outlets, and we were just walking around, going into random stores, browsing, and I saw one particular cookbook, and I was like, I think I'm gonna get this. And I went online. When I got home, ordered that one other one, cool. And then Prime Day happened, so I ordered a few more, and I just been cooking and stepping my game up, which is crazy because I'm already a pretty decent cook. But
we all out here balling.
No, I'm not. I'm not balling. I've been rejected for several jobs in that same 2 weeks. One in particular was wild because verbatim, while I'm on the interview with the hiring manager, she says to me, the standard, okay, tell me about yourself and your last job, what you did, all that. Give her my usual spiel, however many few minutes that is. Her verbatim response was, everything you just described is literally exactly what we're looking for in this role. Like, that was exactly what she said in response to me giving my normal spiel, just what I was doing. Most of that wasn't in the job description, touched on what was in the job description, but just my usual, this is what I've done over the last 8 years. I didn't get that job. The feedback was, there is no major feedback. You interviewed great. They just had a tough decision to make.
Dag, and I was just going to ask you, did you feel, I haven't had to go on a job interview in years. I've been at my job almost 20 years.
Weird flex. Go ahead.
No, like when you're doing the interview process, there's some jobs be like, yo, I killed it. I know I got this. And there's times where they even like kind of like, hey, bro, you got it. Like they kind of give you like that little subtle, nod. They might even tell you like flat out, hey, look, you got the job, but as a formality, we just have to interview other people or, that kind of thing.
The way she was talking the rest of the interview had me under the impression I had the job. It was literally, you're going to be doing this. You're going to meet this person. You're going to do this. You're going to meet, like, she was name dropping the people on the team, the people I was going to be managing, who were going to be under me. She was name dropping her director, who I was going to be talking to and all that, like, in reporting to him sometimes directly instead of just straight to her. Like, it was, she really had me under the impression I had that job. So, and then, like you said, killing it. Mike can tell you, ever since I left my part-time job, it was third shift, it was overnight, I have consistently I've either not gotten past the screening or I've reached the final round. There's literally been nothing in between with every interview I've done since I left that job.
Oh, so it's either don't get past the first gate or you make it all the way to the final boss.
And every single time, with one exception, which we've laughed about that plenty, but every single time I have knocked that final interview out of the park and have the final interview has been better than everything that came before it every single time. And I still haven't gotten it off. So,
you know what that means?
Tough sledding out here.
You know what that means? It's loading up for something amazing, bro.
Yo, I don't need 11 months of loading. It'll be a year by the time this is over. So.
Hey, man, sometimes it might be a job that I can't think of anything that you're like specifically like, yo, this was worth the wait. But I don't know. I feel like something that might be coming along that's like, yo, this was all right. I went through all of this for this.
The problem is that the jobs that Duck qualifies for and are applying for, these aren't normal salaries. Like he'd be in the top, like, I don't want to put your business out there, but it's one of those things where
I'll immediately be in the top 5% of earners.
I wasn't going to put your business out there, but
I get it, but that's what you're getting at. So
when you're applying for jobs like that, 90% of the time, companies prefer to promote from within. Someone that was an intern and working their way up, or they have someone else in mind. They give themselves the opportunity to be wild and blown away, but 90% of the time when it's that kind of financial gain at stake, they have somebody in mind. And that brings me to my question for the first topic of tonight, right? At my current job, I'm still hiring other drivers and all. I'm out there and I'm working on various things. And my job right now is giving away 50K jobs, 50K a year jobs like it's nothing. They're just like, just get somebody in here. Like if they can drive and their record's clear, no big deal. Is 50K not a lot of money a year anymore?
No, not in the Northeast. Especially if you have a
Wait. I disagree. 50K.
It depends on your circumstances.
It's still a lot of money.
Hold on, Duck. Hold up, Duck. It's okay to disagree. Let G get his off, and then you jump in.
I think it really depends on your circumstances. 20-year-old still living at home, that's a good chunk of change. A family man with kids and a mortgage or rent, and yeah, not really a lot. I mean, it's good, but it's like almost like a stepping stone. Like, this is great. Thank you, God. I got something, but this I need more of this. I need a lot more, and I feel like we're all kind of in that position. Is like 50 is cool, but I need more.
Jerry says no, it's not a lot. G says no, it's not a lot. Duck,
I feel like it's a lot for the majority. I feel like you look at what just the average is, and the average represents the majority. The average person earns what, 30, 40,000 a year? 50,000 is a lot.
Let's Google while you're talking. I'm gonna Google. You go ahead.
That was my point. Talking while I'm talking, the average earner is well below 50,000 because that extra 10 or 20 makes such a huge difference. There's a reason the poverty line is so low. A lot of people are making that much or that little. You know what I mean? What is it?
Is the median the average?
Yes.
Bro, it says the median U.S. income in 2021 was $69,771.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. Are you serious? That's average now?
That sounds about right, bro.
That sounds wild.
Inflation, and look where we live. We live in the Northeast, bro. Like, come on.
That's
true.
That can't be right. That can't be right. Hold on. I gotta look something else up because that is a 70,000 is the average.
Well, then I'm making below.
I feel like that's high. I feel like that's very high.
I think that's a nice piece of change for a family, and not like sole breadwinner, but like an addition.
All right, so Forbes. Okay, Forbes. Nah, this is crazy.
Even higher.
Oh, you know why though, guys? We got to remember that we are. We got to remember that minimum wage has gone up significantly since we were first started working.
No, I just read something talking about the minimum wage in Jersey right now. Oh, I just read it within the last week.
Isn't it like 16, 15, something like that?
I want to say it's 15 something. It's either 14 or 15 something.
So 15 is going to bring you in over 30,000 a year.
Right.
So maybe that's why it says age 16 to 19, annual wage $31,772.
As a 16-year-old?
16 to 19. Yeah.
Dang.
You telling me high schoolers make
I'm telling you, this is Forbes. This is based off of Forbes.
I'll tell you something. If I was making that type of money in high school, you couldn't have told me I wasn't a king. Like, what bills did I have? What bills did I have?
For what?
Look what Jerry's saying. Look at this. See, this is the problem right here. Look at that.
Ooh. Well, look how California is another expensive state to live in, so I'm not surprised.
Whew. Yo, every time I think I'm getting ahead and doing good, reality sets in and be like, nah, you just old.
That's the thing. Reality gently tells you a message. Reality slaps me in the face ridiculously hard every step of the way.
This is crazy.
When I think I'm getting close.
But bro, when you got $3,500 for rent for a 2-bedroom, you gotta make $25 an hour.
Or you got 12
Oh.
roommates.
It says here ages 25 to 50. I'm sorry, 25 to 34. The average annual wage is 52,000. Well, I'm just gonna say 53,000. It says 52,936. So that's 53,000.
Go ahead.
And 35 to 44, the average annual wage is 63.5 a year.
All right, so I'm not that far off.
I was way off.
Well, you're not even 35 yet, though, right, G?
I'm 35. I'll be 36 later.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I was saying I was way off of my estimate. No, I was comfortably past the average.
Bro, could you imagine making 30,000 as a 16 or 19-year-old?
No.
I feel like that's wrong. I do. I really feel like that's wrong because I thought I'm sitting here at my job, like we hiring people $20 an hour, 25 an hour, 27 an hour. I'm sitting here like, yo, these guys have like little to no experience in what we do, and we just giving out 50K jobs like it's nothing. Like they like bring anybody in. They can drive. Like you go through the interview process as long as you trust them. They don't seem like they sleazeballs. Like hire them. And I'm like, that's crazy to me.
I mean, like I said, it depends on your situation. Like I said, us 50 is cool. Thank you, God. It's something, but realistically, we probably need north of 60 to feel comfortable.
And so that was the point I was about to make. Was regardless of what it is, regardless of what that average income is, it ain't enough, right? I was working 2 jobs before I got laid off. A lot of people out here working 2 jobs. Mike, you got multiple streams of income. Gee, I assume you do. I don't know. But even if not, like you and your wife, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
all are 2-income households. Mike, that's a multi-income household. Like, everybody's doing more. You're not making it on one wage. It's just not happening. Right.
So let me ask y'all this question. I'm going to ask y'all this, and I want y'all to think before you just say yes or no. Our parents and their parents, and the further back you go, it was to own. Buy some land and property, and you own it, right? So I will say this. The house down the street from me has the same square footage. Our house has been upgraded and renovated, right? And they are renting that house out for about 40% more a month than what my mortgage is. 40% more a month. But now nobody's trying to buy. Like kids aren't trying to buy now. Kids are actually cool with just renting. Do you think that the cost of living has gone up so much because everybody's renting and no one's trying to buy right now?
Honestly, I think the cost of living went up because to combat minimum wage going up. But I don't. No, I don't think so.
Like, think about it, right? Most people's biggest expense a month should be their mortgage / rent.
Yep.
Most people, right? And so if you go to rent, I got a 4-bedroom house. You go to rent that, and you paying $3,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? Versus $2,000 a month for your mortgage. That makes your cost of living significantly higher. You need to make another $12,000 more than what I would need to make to sustain just your mortgage or just your monthly rent / mortgage.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I look forward to putting my house up for rent, and that's what I was. I think landlords are the reason cost of living has gone up. They saw the need led to greed, right? Oh, people need these spaces to live. People will pay whatever, like they will find a way to make it work and pay whatever to rent these places, especially if you have, like you said, Mike, a 4-bedroom. I got a 5-bedroom. Like people will pay good money. I could comfortably make more than double the mortgage on this house
if you were to rent it out.
Rent it out.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
and that's what
I intend to. So, and I don't think that's greed. What I'm going to do, I'm going to look at the neighborhood, the comps, and I'm going to come just 20 or 30 bucks under, and I'll have a tenant immediately, and it'll still be significantly more money than I need to be making off of this place.
Right. Yep. So that was one of my questions to y'all. G, I saw you. It looked like you wanted to jump in again real quick.
Me and my wife, we were talking. I don't feel pressed to own. A lot of the stuff that I would love to have comes with owning a house. You know, a yard, just pretty much doing your own thing for the most part. But we also realize that owning a house, and she, had houses in the past, so she knows how this goes. Like the responsibility is on you. Refrigerator go. You can't call the landlord. Yes, your window cave in or your floor cave in. That's not on you. I mean, that's not on your landlord. That's on you. So there's benefits to doing both. And like
let me just dispel that. Right? It's not as daunting as you think, dude.
Exactly.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not.
It's not like my hot water heater went about a year ago, and money was dumb tight. Literally like in that moment, I would have told you I felt like my life was just caving in on me all at once. Like that was just it was a series of bad things happening, and that was just the icing on the cake at the very end of it. So the hot water heater went. I was like, dang, I'm getting my baby in a few days. I can't have her here with no hot water. I got to take care of this immediately. Got it done, and you'll figure out ways. Okay, I worked the part-time job where I got a discount because it was a home improvement store. My neighbor he's a retired plumber, so he gave me a significant discount on doing the install, where he charged me probably about a third of the price that I would have paid a full-time plumber right now to come do it.
Not for nothing, if we're being completely honest, when you're renting, some of that stuff you are responsible for getting replaced.
Under
if you have kids,
dollar amount, absolutely.
If you have kids in the house and they break that window, that landlord is going to make you pay for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If your children put a hole in the wall, that landlord is going to make you pay for it, and they're going to charge you more than what it costs them to go and get it. So, like Duck said, my hot water heater went also, but I wanted to upgrade. So we had a 20
and I upgraded.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. Yep. We had a 20-something gallon joint, and I was like, yeah, but nah. Now that I'm getting one, I'm gonna go much bigger. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it was still only $400.
I got the biggest one it's me, my daughter every other weekend, and my dog, and he don't use hot water because I don't wash him here. I take him to the grocery. I got a hot water heater rated for a family of 7 to 9.
Yep, that's what
I don't need that much hot water.
The same thing.
I don't need that. But I intend to rent this place out. It's 5 bedrooms. You could easily have, if you say 2 people a bedroom, you can easily have 10 people living there. Got the biggest hot water heater I could.
And that's what I was saying. Like I think the owning versus renting thing. Honestly, man, I kind of wish I did it earlier. You know what I mean? And if this lottery is $1 billion, I don't know if y'all got tickets or not yet, but
I'm getting mine tomorrow.
I did not hit last night.
But I will once I hit, I will immediately be going to buy just a bunch of properties.
Yep.
I want to own a complex. I want to own a full I'm not talking about houses. I want apartment complexes. I will get houses and all that stuff, but that is the way to go right now. That is the way to go.
You know what? That topic is on my list, so you already touched on it. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's take a walk down Fantasy Island real quick. You're the sole winner of how much is it? 1-point-something billion?
I think it's 1.1, 1.2 billion. I'll tell you real quick.
Look it up. I just know I didn't win the
$1.1 billion. Just you, nobody else. What are you doing with this money?
So right now,
I can't say the first thing that came to mind.
The Mega Millions. Okay, so the Mega Millions is only 640. It's the Powerball that's high right now.
Now we're going for the Powerball. You win that whole jackpot to yourself.
It's 1 billion. They just have it as 1 billion even right now, they said.
So I'm paying off my debt. I'm doing hella investing, all the investing that I've had in mind for years, which is primarily real estate and whatever franchises I can acquire. I'm getting some laundromats, just a whole bunch of stuff that's going to create a lot of passive income for me. And I'm hiring people to manage it. So it's genuinely passive income. I'm taking a nice vacation. Y'all might not see me. I want to say for like a year, but I'll be back for my baby, right? Like I got to come back for my daughter, but I'm out in between. When I don't have her, I'm out. Like I'm not around. And I'm having several homes built in certain locations. One's going to be in Florida. One's going to be in another country. I don't know where. I'm going to have just a few houses built and something here on the East Coast too. So, and just
any plan on doing anything for family, close family, friends?
The people who have held me down and helped me out through this long ass layoff, absolutely. And previously before that.
I don't want you giving no politically correct answers. I want you. We supposed to keep it real. Like we wanted to call.
No. That is real. I've already thought about that. I told you my one boy gave me a large lump sum of money.
Yes.
I might need to go to him for more money soon, and I'm actively thinking of ways to pay him back beyond just the money.
How long have you been in your house?
October will be 3 years.
I have a way that you can. Well, we'll talk off air. I'll say it now. Have you considered moving in with someone and just renting out?
Absolutely. I got some more work I got to do on the house first before I can do that. Which costs money.
Okay. All right.
But I have absolutely thought about that.
Cool.
Because I recognize that immediate within a matter of months, this whole situation has flipped on its head, and I'm good.
Yes, it is. Yeah. I was thinking about that the other day. So, I think as soon as I hit, obviously everyone's going to pay off their debts and all that stuff, right? Like that goes without saying. And it's funny, Duck said it as in investing, and here I am thinking I'm buying a whole bunch of stuff. But yes, it will generate.
It's
income.
investing because it's basically the goal of it. I'm sorry to cut you off, Mike. The goal of it is to set myself up, because even with $1 billion, if you're an idiot, you could lose it, right? Set myself up so I never have to work another day in my life. With $1 billion, there's no reason I shouldn't be able to set myself up for that.
Okay. My man.
That's fair.
And life
I'm Niner ticket. That's right, man.
That's another thing. I'm getting lifetime Panthers tickets.
For real.
I'm buying a condo right across the street from the stadium, and I'm flying down every home game, and I'm attending every single home game. That's a life goal of mine now. I hit the lottery. Damn, Skippy, that's happening.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure what my major dreams are. I would like for my wife to not have to work. And we just like be comfortable. You know what I mean? Like get a house custom built from top to bottom, left to right, east to west, north to south. Like just get it custom built. I've always wanted a secret passage. And I was watching this quarterback show, and Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins.
Wait. I only watched episode 1. No spoilers.
No, it's not a spoiler. It's about his house. It's not a big deal. He has a secret room in his house. I thought that was the dopest shit. Like, you remember seeing it, G?
Yeah, he got his memorabilia in there, right?
Right. So, like, you're in a regular room, or was it Mariota? No, I think it was Kirk Cousins. One of them. It wasn't Patrick Mahomes.
Like, as much as I love Mariota, I'm gonna have to play him here. I feel like he doesn't have the career earnings to have a house with a secret room. Especially not in a new city.
You sleeping on millions. You sleep. That's not true at all. That's not. He has made so much money.
What has he done with it? We don't know what he's been doing with his money.
You're right. I don't know.
I think he had a nice, modest house.
What I'm saying is that he hasn't gotten. Like, he got his rookie contract, but he hasn't gotten the mega payday like Mahomes and Kirk.
No, because Mahomes is building the house. Like you watch during the show, you see that he's building his house. Like this.
Right. Just said no spoilers. You don't care.
That's not considered. I thought you. Well, all right. It depends on what you're watching it for. So I guess that could be considered a spoiler. But I will say I'm getting a secret compartment somewhere, a bunker, and a secret room. Like I want to pay for it where it don't show up on the schematics, like where they go down to City Hall to get the blueprint of my joint, and they were like, this isn't adding up. Yeah, find me in here. I'm somewhere safe.
You got bodies to hide or something? What's the?
Huh?
You got bodies to hide or something? What's the game plan?
Maybe, but that's not. I wouldn't. Sure. But my point is, I'm gonna get all the dumb stuff I wanted as a kid. I'm gonna get a treehouse.
I'm gonna do so much.
I'm gonna get a treehouse. I'm gonna have all kinds of crazy stuff. Like just there's no reason to not do it. My kids are gonna be set up for life, but it'll be something that they have to earn incrementally and things like that. You know what I mean? Certain milestones and mile markers that they hit, they'll get X amount of dollars coming their way and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they gotta work that.
And I'm putting life insurance policies on everybody. So that way their families aren't struggling when we pass. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking just dumb life insurance. But come on, Callie. See, like my man talking now.
I'm gonna be real with you. I would do that. I would have a full-size basketball court in the crib. I would like an outdoor pool because I don't like the way indoor pools smell because it's just like saturated with chlorine. So I would definitely have like an indoor-outdoor pool where you could like raise up something. Now it's an outdoor pool.
Well, they have those. So
that's a thing. And I was about to say it depends on where in the country. Because like here on the East Coast, this far north, I want access to my pool year round. So the house I'm getting built, yes, I want it to be able to be. Let's transition to outdoor during this time of year, but wintertime. Yeah. I've told Mike, my dream is Christmas morning. I want to wake up, go for a swim in my indoor pool. And get out. I want to have a cigar by the fireplace and have a full bar with a drink. Yep.
I would donate some. I go to church, so I would definitely. We're actually renting space at a hall, so I would definitely go to pastor. Hey, look, let's go find a church. If we can't find one, let's go build one. Not a super mega church because it's only like less than 100 of us. So something modest. Maybe like 1,000 seats.
But there's something to that. You saying it's only 100 of us. Not saying that you got to go build a mega church, but your church is the size it is because of the facility you're in. You know what I'm saying? So churches will grow if the space is there.
No, we have the space. Like I said, we're renting. We got a massive hall, so we can get the people in there. So I would like to get something that's ours, not we're renting something. Like, hey, look, let's go buy something, and go from there.
Yeah, and as far as donating, I would set up a bunch of different charities for different things that I'm passionate about. Cancer research and things like that. Definitely would be doing a bunch of donations, helping out a couple of churches. Not just like, oh, I went to this church when I was young and I'm going to go do that. Like that's cool too. But a couple of churches, I would love to go out and do things like that. I would want my name. I know I didn't finish college, but I would want my name on a hall of some of the schools that I wanted to go to. I never went to Ohio State, but y'all know that's my college team, right? I would want to make a significant contribution so that way there's like an Andrews Hall or Andrews Field or something like that. So
that's an interesting dynamic because, and I want you to put up that one comment so I can respond when you get a chance. You don't got to do it now, but
which one?
The one that says at Doug. That's my prediction for the year. I do expect us to win the South in the number 4 seed spot. I don't think we're gonna beat out the other 3 division winners, but I'd be hype about it. We haven't been in the playoffs since the 2017 season, 2 years after we made the Super Bowl. Which to this day, I'll add this. To this day, I feel like that was the best game Cam ever played. That playoff loss in New Orleans. It's the best game Cam ever played. He just had 0 help. But I'm much bigger on just charities as opposed to tithing, right? I know y'all saying helping churches. I get helping churches. That's cool. Mike, you just mentioned the school thing. So my alma mater that I went to for undergrad, they announced a couple weeks ago that they're closing down after this upcoming school year. And I won't say that I would do it because I know bailing out of college is a lot of money. But I would look into how much it costs.
Would that be a tax write-off, though? If you bailed out of college, could that be a tax write-off?
I don't know. Mike's saying yes. So sure.
It is. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. Any kind of charity.
I would absolutely do a fair. I would absolutely do a fair amount of my charity, just giving back.
The one charity that I would love to do, and I always thought it was so cool, especially around Christmas time, go to Walmart, pay off a bunch of people layaways or whatever store. Hey, look, pay off the label. That actually happened to a friend of ours, Shannon. They had some stuff, and she said she went to go pick it up. Somebody paid it off years ago, and I was like, "Yo, that's so dope." Just imagine go to a couple different stores. Hey, how much is left on their thing? I'm paying it all off. Everybody on it, I'm paying it all off.
And Callie's hitting on something right here, right? Stuff that we're passionate about, our teams, it doesn't have to be profitable. We're going to have so many other streams of income. Yeah, I got this facility here.
Right.
It's got 32 screens in here. So the home game for every team, a sports bar, but it'll be a Niners like section. And you know what I mean? Like, absolutely.
I was about to say, Mike and I have come up with so many business ideas over the years, just little like passion projects. At one point, I literally had, I started a business plan that we were going to go and present to a bank. Like we were going to edit it and get it fully fleshed out. And we were going to present, try to get a loan or whatever we needed. We just never, I've still got it in the back of my head. I don't know about Mike, but I love the name. I love all of it. And we got other business ideas, but yeah, for dang sure, all the passion projects for sure.
And
sure.
The one gem I'm gonna give to y'all watching this. So if y'all hit the lottery, maybe y'all could do this too. I have realized the value in franchise or in chains, right? So while we were out,
that was one I said earlier. Yep.
While we were out in South Carolina, even in the Poconos, right? You don't quite know what the other foods are for the local places. So you kind of just fall back on a McDonald's or a Domino's or Papa John's or whatever, right? There's just some sort of security in that. I want to open up a chain of THC, marijuana, all that stuff. Like just put one in every state, boom, immediately, and just go full force. So now you might have certain strains and stuff that you like to use. You know exactly what you're going to get when you go to this state or this city. You know what I mean? Yeah. Put one in each major city in a couple of states or whatever. It's just some kind of security. And I don't think you could ever go broke that way. Yeah,
especially if you keep the consistency. Like, hey, we got one in DC. DC sell the same as Washington, Oregon. Yo, same exact, bro. They ain't skipping beat. So definitely it has to be a consistency thing.
Yes, sir.
But
what about you, G?
I have pretty much everything y'all named. Donate. Make sure I look out for friends and family. Buy the crazy house, the cars, my Lamborghini, my favorite car, Lamborghini and Dodge Viper. I'm definitely getting one of those.
That's funny.
Now, see, that's the problem with if I get that much money, right? So the dream cars that I have in mind, they're attainable for me within a few years, assuming I land, like we said, one of these freaking jobs I'm interviewing for. They're literally attainable for me within the next, say, 3 to 5 years, if not sooner, right? I'm jumping to a whole nother stratosphere of dream vehicles.
Yeah,
I gotta research before I can even say what they would be because I have no idea. Like I just know they're gonna cost more because I got that much.
Probably be like a Honda, a Toyota, my everyday car. But my Lamborghini, my Viper.
That's not true,
bro.
G.
I don't know if I would drive that every day.
G, if you hit the lottery for $1 billion, you're not driving a Honda every day.
I disagree.
At worst, you're driving an Audi, a Mercedes. You're not driving a Honda, bro.
Bro, I like the SUVs. I ain't talking about their cars. I'm talking about the SUVs. For me, and let's break it down. Let's get into it. I want to live like a rich white person.
What? What does that even mean?
Just look at how rich white athletes dress compared to rich black athletes dress when they come into the locker room. They pulling up in a Ferrari. They put all the condos around their necks. Kirk Cousins and whoever roll up, regular jeans, regular shirt, regular car, just good. Like I don't want to feel like I have to.
Kirk say it straight up that he's simple. He's
like I'm simple, but I'm also know I'm going to have some stuff. Like I want to have a simple life to an extent.
Because and G's right, because you're not going to drive that kind of car every single day. You're not driving that car in the middle of the storm to go to the grocery store.
I get that, but an Audi, you'll drive in the middle of a storm.
Yeah,
I drove
What
past
I'm saying is it's going to be a step above a Honda or a Toyota, or you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. He's going to go for the luxury line, not the basic.
So he's saying instead of Honda, you'll get the Acura version of it, or instead of a
Right.
Toyota, you'll get the Lexus version
Yeah,
of it.
like I wouldn't, my everyday car again wouldn't be a Lambo or a Bentley or something of that nature.
Right. I'm not saying you driving around a Maybach every day. I'm just saying the daily
Me-
car is not a Honda.
The wife and I were in the car a couple weeks ago, and we went to the CVS to pick up some prescriptions. And I stopped, like, babe, look at that car. And she was like, okay, what about it? Like, my wife doesn't know.
Like I say, she don't drive. That's where you
My
got
man had a Maybach at CVS.
dang. Wow.
You shouldn't do that where I live. Like, it's too close to where I used to live for you to be doing that at the CVS, bro.
Yeah. He got
Nah,
two more in the garage at home.
There's some stuff I'm like, yeah, nah, baby, we ain't pulling out the Lambo to go to somebody's birthday party. Nah.
Right, exactly.
Bring the
Like, you
Lexus
gotta,
over here. Bring the Lexus.
yeah, you got to have a little bit of reality has to set in. Not everything is an everyday car. You know what I mean? Now, guys do show up for the first day, training camp and all that stuff in their nice cars. But when it all comes down to it, most of the football players are driving SUVs and pickups. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they're driving.
A lot of them drive pickups. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But the one thing me and my wife have discussed, and we decided that it would only be if we came into a lot of money. We both do want another kid. Like, real quick, I don't have a child of my own. The daughter that I have, I've been raising since she was 6 years old. Love her to death. Will not change it for the world. I will go back and do it over.
You have a child of your own. You don't biologically have a child. There's a difference.
Yes. That's what I was, meant to say. But I would
So you
love
gonna buy
to
one?
buy one.
All right, go ahead. I'm listening.
We would definitely have one more because she wants one. We both talked about it, but we're just like, we like our lifestyle. Like, we after work and we got to run to Walmart. If we want to go here, we want to go there. We don't have to stop what we're doing. We got to get home, get to the kids, this, that, and the third. That kind of money, we can do whatever we want. So I would definitely have, a kid, and that's it. One and done. That's it.
Right.
That's yeah. My ex, she was concerned that she would have some fertility problems, and I told her when we were talking about that, I was like, "Yo, listen, love you. I do want to have kids with you, but if we can't, I am going to have kids with some woman biologically that I want, because that's the thing, right? Love my baby, but I say it all the time. I did not want to have a kid with her mother, so I'm going to have kids with a woman that I want to have children with. So,
Okay.
I get that.
But what about you, Mike? I know you said you want as many as you could afford. Would you?
Put Callie's last comment up, because
My wife.
else in my mind that's attainable, not in two.
Oh yeah, I would definitely get a trainer, chef. But
I would get a chef for sure. I would get a chef for sure, because my ideal world has me waking up early to work out before I start working. Of course, if I'm making $1 billion, what does work even look like at that point? I'll still be working, but it ain't gonna be the same as what it is.
It's gonna be some kind of other work.
But I like the idea of coming down from my workout right out the shower, food's ready. You know what I mean? Good to go. Same thing, lunchtime, food is ready. Then I like making dinner. I like cooking in general, but dinner especially, like I really enjoy cooking dinner. So I don't know how much I would use a chef for that, but breakfast and lunch, 100%.
Yeah, I eat twice a day, so I would definitely, and I want to eat better, especially since I'm type 2 diabetic. So in that aspect, I would definitely get a chef. Even with the junk food that's bad, like, hey, look, healthy this junk food up. Like,
You want healthy Skittles? What are you talking about, G? Like, yo.
I'm talking about when hey, look, I'll make you this dessert. It's good to eat, it's almost like when they made thin Oreos. Like, you still got that Oreo taste, but it's thin. So in your mind, it's like, okay,
that was a racket. That was a racket. And if you fell for it, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
No, sometimes you tell yourself, like, all right, this ain't as bad. Or like those little Coke soda cans, you're like, all right, It ain't got that much sugar than the regular can of soda.
What I'll say on the personal chef thing, if I could have French toast, scrambled eggs, or an omelet, bacon, grits every morning, I would do it if I didn't have to make it myself every single morning. What that French toast with the strawberry, banana, blueberry, and the real maple syrup. Oh man.
See, that right there, the I'll buy a jet stuff, that's where it started getting it like, oh, I'll buy a yacht. Like, bro, do you know the maintenance and the cost? That'll have to come like later on when I know I'm set.
You're gonna pay.
That's once I've become a multi-billionaire off of the 1 billion. I can't just.
That's what I was gonna say. Like you're gonna be spending hundreds of thousands of dollars just to house those things.
Yep.
Like they have to be maintained. If you buy a jet, you have to have a pilot. You know, like it's a lot that comes with certain purchases. You know,
on the pilot front, I went to my first year at school, the one that's closing down. He transferred after the first semester. He went to Embry-Riddle down in Florida to become a pilot. He got his license and all that. Never actually got employed with an airline or anything, but he's teaching now. It's a tough industry to get into, even if you do everything perfectly right. This one of the smartest dudes I know. But I got the pilot. I would bring him on in a heartbeat. I know he would sign up for it because that was the dream. That's what he wanted to do. And it just got too difficult trying to break in. I would have the pilot already.
Hey, Mike, you didn't answer the question, or if you did, you answered it when it was mute. You said in a statement years ago, you want as many kids as you could afford. 1.1 billion. You're going to open the factory back up. Mind you, you want your boy, so I know.
my wife is not having any more children. However, with that kind of money, so there's this way that like, you put your child together. You could do eye color, hair type, complexion, all kinds of shit, right? I don't even need all that. Just let me get one male, figure out how to put it together, and then I think I would do one more. Even if I get her to like just take the egg out of her, take the semen from me, and then we pay somebody, to be a surrogate for us.
Yeah.
Like I would get one more. I would definitely have one more.
Because I was about to say anything about your wife, but okay.
Callie.
I love her though. I love her. I don't know if she can hear me. Make sure she knows. Love you, cousin.
Callie said, "I'm getting a Rolex." So so I thought about that, right? Jewelry. I'm not much of a jewelry guy. I'm not a watch guy. If somebody asks me what time it is, I look to my phone. I don't do this. I don't look at my wrist.
I'm still gonna use my smartwatch. The most jewelry I'm into is earrings. I do want a chain, but it's not, big human link or something like that. Something neat, little something. Not
you want one of the little chains that cost like 200,000, but it don't look like it's the big gaudy joint. Like you just want one of them.
No, there's limits. There's limits to how much I would spend on jewelry. Last week, Jacob, the watch company, made a watch, one of one. $20 million the watch cost. Rick Ross got a chance to try it on. I'm like, bro, I'm not buying no $20 million watch. Like, there's some stuff I'm like, nah, bro. I just don't see it in my mind. Like, it's unfeasible. Like, why would you go and spend that kind of money on a watch? Like, I don't know if some billionaire had a birthday party a week or two ago, and they was looking at all the celebrities' watches. I think they said Jay-Z was $7 million. James Harden watch was like $1.1 million. I'm like, a house on your wrist. Like, think of that logic, bro. Like,
hey, I love a good watch.
$1.1 million.
I love a good watch. My Invictus would be upgraded so quick it's not funny.
So there's no limit. There's no limit you would spend for a watch.
Right now?
No.
Absolutely.
1.1 bill in your pocket, in your account. How much are you spending for your first Invicta watch?
I'm not even looking at Invicta anymore.
All right.
I buy Invictus now. I'm not even looking at Invicta anymore.
Oh well, when you said Invicta, I thought that was like your brand.
No,
like,
I
okay,
said
I'm
Invicta. My Invictus would be upgraded, is what I said.
I'm thinking like, is there a higher level after Invicta?
Oh, there are absolutely. There's better Invictus than the one I buy for sure.
Okay.
But
So that's what you meant when you said upgrade. Like you going to the next level of Invicta.
I've managed to like dip a toe into that world, is what I'm saying. But yes, I would absolutely upgrade. Yes, Rolex, Movado, all that stuff. I'm getting the. My boy knows way more about it than I do. He was on the previous podcast. My tall white boy that was on the one episode. G. I don't know if you remember him, but when Mike was renting the house, that was where that was. But he knows a lot more. I would just talk to him. Hey, what should I get? I got 1.1 bill. What's a watch that I can get for nothing less than $1 million?
See, I can't justify that, bro. I really couldn't. Because in my mind, I could have bought some property or something that's going to make me money from that.
You can still do that.
I know you can sell watches.
You can still do that. A lot of watches
have resale values on the but I just can't.
I'm not talking about resale value. I'm not talking about. The watch is just that's me, and it's not like you got to wear it every single day. I'm not just walking around with the $1 million watch.
Mike, your face, care to chime in?
I'm listening to y'all talk, man. Like I ain't hear y'all talk. Y'all buying all this fancy $1 million watches and shit, and I ain't heard nobody.
Whoa! Who said $1 million watches? I'm getting one. I'm not a multi-billionaire.
I haven't heard y'all say nothing about a security team.
First of all, I plan on being low key. I want to be rich, not famous. Like I want to be, mind you, Jersey, you can collect anonymously, so you just gonna know somebody in Jersey here.
You just said you want a Lamborghini.
So
you're not low key in a Lambo.
I'm not known. They're gonna be like, oh, look at that. Outside of my friends and family that know me, but a regular average person I'm passing on the highway or at a stoplight, they don't know me.
One thing I will say is that I would largely dress the same. You wouldn't know from the clothes I wear.
Yeah, like I'm not going to Gucci. Like I'm still, hey, whatever.
I'm not much into fashion now. That ain't gonna change with $1 billion.
Here's the real question, and I'll think about this before you answer. You hit this lottery. How far away from friends and family do you move?
That's
honestly, there's some nice spots like in the rural areas like Burlington, Mercer.
This is my problem. G, this is my problem with you. Because you go to Atlantic City and you feel like you traveling.
No.
That's your mindset.
No, it ain't.
That's changed in the last 3 years?
That's been changed. Sometimes, hey, you do a staycation.
One time, Mike, I don't remember. Mike, tell me when this was. I don't remember. G's exact words, verbatim. We going out of town this weekend. We going to Atlantic City.
That is out of town. It's out of the town that I'm not living in. Was any lies told?
But you can't. My point is, you can't be a billionaire living in Burlington.
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying I don't know how far, but there's spots tucked away that you wouldn't even know. Like I've driven past places in East Windsor. I can't even think of any right now. Like spots out here where I'm in. Like I live in a rural area. There's nothing that it would be nothing to get a house.
To answer your question, I will have a presence locally because of my daughter. But outside of that, I don't even know y'all. I'm gone. I'm so far, it's not even funny, bro. When I don't have her, I'm out.
Bro, we got millionaires 20 minutes from us. We got people that live in Princeton, East Windsor out here making 6 or 7 figures. So
yes, millionaires are very common where I grew up. Millionaires are common in our surrounding cities. But the thing is, once you get to a certain level, all right. So the reason I asked that is because of where we grew up, the cities we grew up in. This is gonna sound terrible. We can't let our grade school friends know where we live because they know somebody who will risk it all to get inside our house. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a certain way we gotta think. when you come into that kind of money?
I think for me, I would live 45.
My one boy, G, you asked earlier if there was anybody I would help out or put on. My one boy, I would have to in order to avoid that. I feel like I would. Like this nigga know too much. I gotta make sure him and his kid is good. That's and I don't think he would do it on purpose. I just think it would just so casually slip because he talks to way more of our former classmates than I do. I think it would just so casually slip. I'd be like, yo, nigga, I'm doing this for us. Like, just
like, we gonna pack in the middle of the night. We out. I'm gonna be honest with you though. I'm gonna be honest. Like Mike, if I hit, I'm like, Mike, this is where we moving. Pick your house. You can't live no further than we in the same city. Matter of fact, we buying side by side houses. What's up? We get in the cul-de-sac. Your house can be across the street. I don't care.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, and speaking of buying out the bar, I am getting the most like dumb scotches. Like, bro, when I was down in South Carolina, I didn't send y'all this picture, but I took a picture.
I will be there to drink with you.
This bottle of Macallan I saw. So you know Macallan is my favorite scotch. I think that's well established. I think both of y'all know that already, right? They had this bottle of Macallan inside. So I went to go buy a bottle. And this joint was $8,000, something like that. Hold on, let me find it. Hold on. I had to take a picture of it because I couldn't believe it. I'm like, nah, that can't be. Is that what I think that is? And yeah, it was. Hold on, where is this picture at?
At first, when you was like they had a Macallan inside, I thought you were going to say they had a Macallan inside of Macallan.
Bro, this joint says Macallan. I'm bad with the Roman numerals after a certain point. MMXV11. That one was $5,800, $5,800. The one next to it says $8,500. I'm getting that. I'm getting that bottle of Macallan.
If you're a billionaire, that's chump change. I get it.
Yeah.
Can y'all see those?
Yeah, we can see it.
Wow.
Like I'm getting those. That I've always wanted to go to a bar and buy a shot of King Louis. It's $350, $400 for a shot. I'm going to get a bottle. I'm gonna buy the most expensive cognac. I bought a really. Oh, by the way, when I was down on vacation, I did buy $150, $160 bottle of cognac. That joint was nice. I wanted to try something different. I didn't want the scotch. I wanted to try something different, a little cognac.
Not only that, you were on vacation, so vacation, we tend to spend a little bit more than
right. I bought a bottle of champagne that cost over $100 when I was out there. I don't even drink champagne like that, but it was my new brother-in-law. So my sister got married a couple months ago. They were down there with us. So it was actually his birthday. So we popped the cork on the champagne for his birthday. Y'all heard of the champagne actually. Remember the one that Eddie Griffin did the stand-up, the liquid blunt?
Yeah, the Boo Boo Shave something.
Yeah, that one. That we went out and got that. And that was $100 bottle. So
I mean, we had that one when we used to hang at Mom's job. Didn't we look for that when we went to the liquor store at the corner?
Yeah, they didn't have it though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep. So it's little stuff like that. Like I'm gonna try the best of the best drinks to see which ones I really like. You know what I mean? Like that's gonna be a thing. And that's another thing. I would probably start an alcohol business. It's hard to start it, so I would probably have to partner with somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I will say that when you're either broke or young or both, whatever, like you get yourself convinced, there's not a difference. Like what you're just paying that much more just for the name or whatever. And it's just like, you come up a little bit and you start to just creep up in the quad. There's differences in every level of.
Let me tell you something.
Type of liquor as you creep up in what you're paying. Like you're getting what you pay for. So,
if for nothing else, the bounce back the next day is worth the cost of an expensive bottle of alcohol.
Absolutely.
Hangovers damn near don't exist. Like you wake up and damn, I went hard last night, and you waiting for the headache to come in. you waiting for the nausea and all that, and it just don't come. Yeah, you stepped up.
Y'all know that during this long layoff, I've been experimenting, making various proper cocktails that you could order at a bar. And with my experiment, if I like it a little bit, okay, let me go get a higher shelf. Let me get a higher shelf gin, higher shelf vodka, higher shelf rum, whatever the liquor is. I'm getting a better version of it. It's smoother. The like Mike said, that bounce back the next morning. I don't have the hang. I got some leftover gin, Bankers, whatever. Don't buy it. It's $13 for a whole handle. Not worth it. The drinks are good, but the next morning it's not worth it. Now I stepped up to New Amsterdam. That's much better for gin. I wouldn't get the vodka that New Amsterdam makes, but the gin, great. And gin gets expensive. Gin quickly gets dumb expensive. So I haven't bought like the most top shelf gin yet, but I'm probably gonna step up next time.
But you said gin. I don't know why I was thinking tequila.
It turns out I just can't stand tequila. I got a very good, I don't even know the name of it. I got a tequila bottle in there that was $55. Much better than like Jose Cuervo or any other basic, but still just a shot of it is not that you feel that. You feel
let's get to another topic or two before we wrap. I just realized we're approaching the hour and a half mark already. I feel like we only talked about one or two topics. So I know G. Go ahead.
All right, so I had a situation earlier. I told you guys, hey, let's start it at 8:30. I'm running to Walmart. I went to Walmart to return something. So I'm standing. I walk into Walmart. I go straight for the customer service because I wanted to return or exchange, preferably exchange something. So I get there. The lady looked at me. Sorry, sir, we're closed. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, we close at 8. I looked at my phone, 8:09. I'm like, wow. So I was like, you know what? I know exactly where the item is. I have the item in my hand. I'm just going to go help myself. I go to the department. It was a shirt. I wanted to exchange 2 shirts for a different color. I didn't like the color. I went over there. They had the color in my size. Cool. Took the ones in the bag out, put them on the shelf. Took the ones that I wanted, put them in the bag, walk clean out.
All right. I know. No. I'm mad. I got questions, and I know this ain't your topic, but I gotta before we go any further with this.
Especially at Walmart, I'm not mad.
No, I don't care what store he was in, but I do have a question. Did you buy the original shirts?
Yeah.
No. Did you go into this facility, pick out those shirts?
Yes.
And then you got home and decided you like the colors?
Yes.
Nah, I wouldn't take that return. That's yours.
What you mean?
What you mean? What I mean?
You picked out a color you didn't like, and then decided later you didn't like it.
I thought the color was going to match better. Is what I'm saying. I bought these moisture wicking shirts to go with my trunks. I thought the blue matched. It's not until I got home and realized, okay, these blues don't match. I'm gonna take them back. So
wait. Time out. You bought a shirt to match swim trunks?
Moisture wicking. More so to keep, so when you're in the sun.
You wear a shirt in the pool?
No, I'm talking about like when I go to the beach, I put suntan lotion on and stuff. So I was like, you know what, with these, I won't have to wear I don't have to put suntan lotion on. I can just put these on. Bam, don't have to worry about suntan lotion. Or like when you wear a shirt with your shorts and you didn't dry off all the way, now your shirt wet and sticking on you, you won't have any problem with it because it's like the dry fit shirts. So anyway, I didn't like the color. The color didn't match what I thought it was going to match. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go with the darker blue. Like I said, I go in there. Sorry, sir. We close at 8. It's 8:09. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to go walk over to the shirt department. Saw the 2 shirts that I wanted. All right. Took them out the bag that I just bought earlier in the day. Put them right on the shelf. Took the ones that I needed. The security guard looked at me. Have a good night. I said, you have a good night too. Walk right out.
So how is it the topic of discussion? What do you want us to?
My topic was, when's time you had to take something to your own hands? Like customer service wasn't trying to help you. They did the bare minimum. whatever the fact.
So I still can't believe you tried to return some shit you you bought on purpose.
He did it,
bro.
He did it.
I didn't wear it. It still got
He
tag on it
literally
and
did
everything. I just wanted a darker color. I'm like, all right, these colors don't go with it. I'm just going to return them for the darker blue. The navy.
No, I get what you're saying. And all right, I get it. I just feel like you should have just had to buy another color. That's all. Like that's
No. How Walmart really does it, they don't do exchange. You know, some places, okay, go over there, you exchange it, boom, the same exact price, you throw it in the bag, walk out. Walmart, they will refund your money, and now you got to go rebuy that product instead of saying, hey, look, here's this product and this color. I want this. Instead of that, you got to return it. They send you the money, the whole spill. So I was like, all right, cool. Y'all closed 9 minutes ago? All right, bet. I'm not stealing. I'm giving you your product back. Still got the tag. Go ahead. How's it stealing? I'll wait.
You worried about the cost, but the inventory is messed up now because they think they got X amount of navy blue shirts, and you just took the navy blue and put on a royal blue,
powder blue.
Like you messed up the inventory. Yeah, but it's cool. So let me try to stay on top. I'm sorry. I'm gonna chill because I don't want to. I could get sidetracked, and the way my brain works, man. Let me just chill. So
you're right. I did mess up the inventory, but hey, they're a $1 billion company. They'll be all right.
So it's okay to steal from the billionaires, and that's why you can't tell your friends.
It's okay to replace. It's okay to exchange.
He said they own the Broncos. Who cares what we take from them? That's what he's saying.
I told y'all the story last show, I think, about the T-Mobile thing.
Yeah.
But another time I've had to take matters in my own hands. It wasn't necessarily about a customer service thing. It's just being in a store with like really dumb cashiers. These people are really, really reliant on like pushing buttons, and making more change doesn't work in their brains for some reason.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Like paying with cash is almost an inconvenience now.
Yeah.
Or I think it is an inconvenience now. You know what I mean? So I went somewhere and made a purchase, and Shorty was like, "We don't have any change." I was like, "What you mean? Like I'm gonna give you this $20 bill, and you can't give me any money back?" She's like, "Oh no, I can. I just don't have the change. Do you want to round up?" Now, at a principle, no, I don't.
I'm about to say you're going round down. You're gonna give me more. Your register's gonna be short today.
You about to be short.
Nobody told you to be this challenged. Your register's gonna be short today. I don't have another explanation for you.
Yeah, you about to be short. You got to come up off that 39 cents some way or another. So give me the whole $1. And sorry for your register at the end of the night. Let them know. Hey, you better hope the other 5 people behind me are cool with rounding up, because I'm not doing it. Y'all got the nerve to charge motherfuckers for plastic bags, and you gonna tell me you can't give me no change?
For real.
All the 20 cents that y'all took for people for 2 bags, y'all can't give me my change? Nah, shorty. No. Sorry. So I haven't had to like really like do anyone else's job that I could really think of.
No, not really do their job, but like they customer service couldn't help you, or you was like, you know what, you felt like you was on your own, so you had to take matters into your own hands on certain stuff.
Right. No, I feel you. I'm going to hang out with Jerry. Jerry, if you hit this lottery, man, let me know. I'm coming hang, not for the money either. I want to come hang out in your cigar cocktail bar. I'm there. Cool. All right. Duck, have you thought of anything that applies to G's topic?
Not necessarily my exact comment or example.
I don't nothing really comes. I know that I've been into places where I've previously worked and helped myself as if I still work there, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. But it was, and the only real example that comes to mind is when I was in college, I worked at a store the walking company is what it was called at the mall, King of Prussia Mall, and I think they've gone out of business since then. But I was back and forth a lot, where like I quit, I came back for a while, quit, came back for a while. Like that was sort of my pattern with them, and they always welcomed me back. So at one point when I wasn't actually working there, I went back and I wanted to try on a particular pair of shoes. Nobody wanted to treat me like a customer. they thought I was just there to let Connie, the manager, know that I wanted to come back. And so I was like, okay, F it, I'm just going in the back. And they were busy. I'll give them that. They were busy. I just went right in the back, grabbed a pair of shoes, tried them on myself. I don't think I ended up buying them, but I would have rung myself up and everything. Because they were just...
That's interesting.
I would probably do the same thing. I
will say, if I were going to ring myself up, though, I would have done it under my favorite one's employee number. I'd have given her the commission. So,
go ahead, G. What were you about to say?
No, I probably would have did. I'm pretty sure I've done the same thing. Like when I worked at Wendy's or whatever, and I started waiting in line, I go right to the register, ring my stuff up, pay for it. I've done stuff like that.
I'd have met you at the door.
What you mean?
I'm hungry, and you're going to just cut everybody and go ring yourself up and make your own meal and leave?
I went to a register that was unoccupied or not being used for customers in the front. Like I might have went to the drive-through.
There's no unoccupied register at a busy restaurant.
There's times because I've done the busiest time would be like lunchtime and somewhere in the evening. Yeah, like that. Like once that dies down, now instead of having two people at the register, one person is covering. So I would go to that one, bring my stuff up, be out. Mike, you worked at Papa John's. I know you probably was helping yourself.
No, but not with Papa John's, but definitely when I worked at Kids Foot Locker. I knew all the managers in the mall, and there's a women's Foot Locker, men's Foot Locker, Kids Foot Locker, and we were actually partners with Champs as well. And so if I ever wanted something or was there to get something, the people knew me and be like, Mike, go do what you need to do. Like, because like Duck said in his shoe store example, they were busy. You know what I mean? And you can't, when you're, especially in a shoe store, you can't just walk away when people have a certain amount of boxes. And you know what I mean? Unless you're working your way, the way we used to train people was, if you're going to do multiple patients, you start from the closest to the register and work your way back towards the door. So you start with the people closest to the register, and then you go closer to the door for the next person. That way you can keep your eye on everybody that you helped, because those are the people you're responsible for.
That's exactly how we did it. And I will also, before you continue, the point you made about you got a customer with multiple boxes, walking away is like, we had a rule that, at least one other person has to be on the floor. And if I'm about to walk away, you should go close to the door until I get back with whatever I'm going to the back to grab. So that was the rule of thumb.
Yeah. So it was stuff like that. I would go in, ring myself up, grab what I need off the shelves and all that stuff. Because like I said, they all knew you, the same codes in the system and all that stuff. It was so it wasn't too bad. I've also been in situations where I've seen people arguing or disputing about something. Not necessarily like in a store either, like just two people just going back and forth, trying to figure out who's right and who's wrong. And I know the answers. Like, how long are these two idiots going? Like, I could use my kids as an example. I don't even have to give y'all other people. Like, my kids will just bicker back and, no, you didn't. Yes, you did. I saw it because this is what happened. Da, 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 da. And I just see, like, I get in the mood where I'm like, I tell my wife, don't say nothing. Let's just see how long they go. And kids don't stop. So at a certain point, you do got to chime in and be like, all right, this is what happened. This person was right. The rest of y'all just chill out. Like, y'all got to be quiet. Like, that's it. So, I mean, I've done that in public also, though, is what I'm saying. Like, I've seen people in stores or, in parking lots or whatever, like arguing and bickering about stuff. Hey, guy, like, that's what happened. Like, I saw it. I was here the whole time. Like, move on, bro. It's cool.
Jerry says, are you saying that you've only shoplifted one time in your entire life?
I've shoplifted multiple times.
Because I feel like if you've only shoplifted one time in your entire life, you lived a very cushy life. Like, you blessed. If you only shoplifted once, man. Like,
I mean, some people are very respectful of the law. So, we were on vacation and I told my daughter Zara to do something. I can't remember what it was, and she wasn't supposed to do it, but it wasn't like steal or anything like that. I told her to do something. Damn, what was it? It was like throw something in the regular trash and not recycle. It was something super simple like that, right? And she was like,
that is something Zara would go crazy over.
She's like, I can't do that. That's illegal. I said, Zara, you think the cop's going to show up as soon as you like drop it out your hand? Like, it's okay. Like, it's going to be all right. Derek was like, yeah, the cops don't just pop up. She was like, how do you know though? How do you know? And I realized that my kids, well, her in particular, think wrong is wrong, and if you do wrong, punishment. Like there's no if I get caught. That process, that part of the steps
Hey,
isn't there in her head. It's like this is right, this is wrong. I can't do wrong, or these are the consequences of wrong.
all your kids asleep, right?
My poor niece.
Yeah, they can't hear us. Yeah.
One of the many reasons that she is my favorite.
See, now the one I can see me getting in trouble with is definitely Ari, because I know how I am. I'm like, hey, let's go do this. She probably, all right, let's go, Uncle G.
She would be so down to do whatever.
Yeah. I'm telling y'all though, I thought Ari was gonna be the problem child. I'm starting to think it's gonna be Elena. I have some examples that happened just this past week and a half. So one of them, real quick, was she was arguing with Derek, right? And they were going back and forth, and she got this real high pitched voice. She sounds like it's gonna sound racist, but whatever. She sounds like an angry Asian lady when she gets upset. Real high pitched, squeaky voice. No, you don't. You can't do it. And she's got this weird accent that we don't know where it came from. And she's going off on Derek, and she's like, "Stop talking to me, jackbutt." And I'm like, Melissa, did you hear what she just said? She was like, "Yeah, what?" I was like, "You gonna let her get away with that?" She's like, "Get away with what?" I said, "She said jackbutt." She was like, "Yeah, so." I said, "How did she know that jackass and jackbutt like are synonyms? How does she know? How does she equate jackass with butt?"
Yeah.
Melissa was like, "Yo, I didn't even think about that." Like,
that's my first thought, yo. When you said that, I'm like, how did she know to swap that out?
Right, bro. Her in particular, she does stuff where I'm like, she has 100% been here before. 100%. That girl has experience that I don't know about. Because it came out so natural. And I'm like, nah, how does she know to substitute that word? Like, with that, right? Nah, man. Something was up. So she gonna be the one. She asked me, we went to this really nice restaurant when we were down in South Carolina. And she was like, "Daddy, can I use a knife?" My wife was like, "No, you don't need a knife for your chicken tenders." And I'm like, "Come on, we out. Like, let her have fun. Just give her the knife." Bro, she was over there like. But the smile and excitement on her face, wide-eyed, I'm like, yo, we might have a serial killer on our hands. Like, she is really enjoying carving through this meat for no reason. So I'm worried about her. She's the one I'm watching out for now. Yeah, Jerry, I got four. I'm right there with you, man. I got 3 girls and a boy. So it's tough, man. It's tough.
I got one more topic in here since we about to close it out. We already got the 90-minute mark. Mike already touched on it, so it's a nice little segue. So this came courtesy of Twitter. It was staged, by the way. The video later came out, and they found out that it was staged. But I like the premise of it. So a group of people go out for someone's birthday. The bill comes back. The bill is $4,600. They're arguing. Hey, we should all pay half of it. No, I'm only paying for what I bought. This, that, and the third. It goes back and forth, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, come to find out the video was fake. But we also seen videos that are real. They're complaining about how much, the bill is. I'm only paying for what I spent. What is your etiquette on splitting the bill when it's a group?
My personal etiquette?
Yeah.
Okay, so me personally.
No, I mean group. Like when you go out with a group and it comes down to pay the bill. Let's say there's one of those restaurants. Hey, we can't break the bill down. So actually, just what is your etiquette?
My personal etiquette. Once we're past a certain dollar amount, we're gonna split it up. I'm gonna pay what I did, and then whatever the birthday person, whatever they got, what was their portion, would it have
should
been
be split amongst everyone else.
I'm gonna pay, my whatever. If there were 6 of us, I'm paying my 1/5 because 5 of us are paying for the birthday person. So my 1/5 plus myself. If we got past 4,600, I'm paying for me and my 5th of the birthday person. That's it. Their order, not one, because I don't know that they ordered the $3,000 bottle. I'm just assuming. I don't know.
This is funny. This is funny because I have a very specific.
Real quick, I don't know y'all niggas. I don't know y'all. What's up? I'm out.
I am a proponent of, you know, you pay your way. I believe in that. That way, because normally when I go out in groups, I usually, except if I'm out with like the OGs and all that, like I usually have the expensive taste, right? I told y'all I went to Del Frisco's up in Hoboken and I ordered a drink. It was $80. It's not right for y'all to split that bill. You get what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's not right. So I usually pay my way because I have the more expensive taste. I'll order some food and customize it. The pasta is $27. Well, I want to add shrimp and chicken to it. So now it's $42. Like, that's on me. Y'all shouldn't have to split that up. But this one time I went on a double date with this guy right here. And no. This guy right here. We went to this stupid ass.
I didn't even know it was gonna turn out like that. That's on her.
We went to this dumbass restaurant with some mid food. The food was mid.
Wait.
The drinks were terrible.
Wait. I will not let you slander their food. What you ordered might have been mid, but their food was on point, bro.
I tell you what, I will say this. The food was good, but that saltwater margarita shit that she bought me was terrible.
That's on
It tasted like it was beach water with vodka in it.
Yeah, that's on
anyway. The person that he was with, kept ordering like bottles of wine. You know what I'm talking? You remember what I'm talking about?
I don't even remember that. I was gonna let you finish. I don't remember her ordering bottles. It sounds like her.
She said, "Do y'all want a glass of wine?"
Yes, we kept trying them and they were shit. So she would order another one.
Yes,
you're right.
She was like, "Do you guys want some wine?" Me and my wife are like, "Yeah, cool. We'll get a glass each." We're looking at the price, $16.75 for a glass of wine. It's not bad. Yeah, let's do it. No, she's ordering by the bottle. Oh, you want to get something different? $200 a bottle. Fam, nah, never. That will never happen to me again. I'm never, ever. If I'm doing that, it's gonna be something I know I like. You know, I don't mind ordering a glass if I don't like it. That saltwater margarita, that's cool. I tried it. I didn't like it. And I told Shorty that when she brought it to me, I don't like this. She's like, "Oh, we'll take it back. No problem." That shit was still on the bill. Don't tell me no problem like it's going to come off the bill.
For real.
Right.
Like,
I'd rather you leave it out here and let me.
Off the bill.
If I still got to pay for it, I'd rather finish.
I'd have gulped it. Sure. Oh, it's okay. We got a Groupon. Never, ever will happen to me again. That will never. I'm never getting caught off guard like that again.
We still paid like 3 times the amount of the Groupon.
I know.
Yeah. The Groupon.
I know.
It was like a $200 Groupon. We still came out of pocket like $600.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dang.
So, and it's not that we didn't have it.
And that was the ex by the way. That was the ex
Okay.
It's not that we didn't have it. It's that we weren't anticipating that kind of bill that evening. You know what I mean? This was a random Friday night. Like, it was just on some humbug stuff. Hey, you guys want to get together and go out? Yeah. I'm not spending $600 on a humbug. That's very different. You know what I mean? like that. Nah, man. I'm sorry. That's never gonna happen to me again. Y'all ordered that shit. Y'all on the tab. And similar to that one was the other fake one that went around where the guy, it was a girl's birthday and her boyfriend was there and she invited all her girlfriends.
Oh, and wanted him to pay.
It was like, "Oh, you a broke dude, da 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 da. You ain't gonna pay for me and my homegirls." He was like, "I didn't invite them. I came here for you. You invited all your girlfriends. I'm not paying for all of them." But that's how people get caught up. Nah, you can call me broke. You can call me whatever you want. I could have the cash in my pocket that I plan on leaving as a tip to cover this bill. It don't matter. Y'all not running up the tab on me and they're gonna look around like we're gonna split it evenly. Nah, sorry.
Yeah, I've never been in a situation where everybody was arguing over. usually, and you know, we've been out for multiple group nights, so it's usually, hey, look, we'll all just split it, you know, by couples. And, you know, like Mike, you've done it before. You pay for it on your card. Hey, with your Venmo, your Cash App, your Zelle, everybody send you the money. Hey, does this? I always make sure that when I'm sending the money to someone, hey, is this including the tip? Because I want to make sure that you're not getting stuck with the tip.
Yeah,
so like, all right, let's break it down, plus the tip. All right, cool. Send it to you or whoever put the money on their card, and you know, go about our business.
See, that's respectful, G. Because I'm gonna tell you, I went to a bachelor party in Miami, and it was a whole 11 people. It's 11 of us in Miami, and I was like, guys, I'll put it on my card if y'all gonna send me the money. They didn't include taxes. They didn't include gratuity on a bill for 11 people that I put on my card. Will never happen again.
See, I'm never putting something on my card for people I don't know. For the homies, it
was the homies. It was a bachelor party.
No, I know, but you still got to watch friends and family with certain stuff. Like there's certain stuff I'm like, we wanted to do a vacation, and we was like, you know what? We know we wouldn't have this money up front. You know, now Klarna and Venmo and the firm. We was like, you know what, babe? I could put it on the credit card. But we started thinking, no, I don't want to be the person to start running after people. Hey, you got to send me this money. This is good. I was like, you know what? I'd rather somebody else do that because I know I'm good at repaying. I'll put it in my notepad when I pay my bills. So I see it. Oh, okay. Got to send Mike, $120 this month. Here you go. Mike ain't never got to ask me for it.
Everybody's not like that. That same bachelor party, we had one person get ready to get all the plane tickets so we could all fly down together. He was like, all right, send me this money. Everybody sending money early. One person flakes 2 days before the deadline. Now we don't get that same group rate. So they were like, no. And now we scrambling for tickets close to the deadline. You know what I'm saying? Like that group stuff. Nah, man, I ain't with that. I like Jerry's comment though. My man says, shoot, sit me at the next table. I don't want to buy everybody's appetizers.
Facts.
You know what I mean? He said, I played credit card roulette once. I was not testing my luck again. I don't even know what that means. Like y'all just put a card in the middle and grab one?
Everybody put their card in the middle, and however they do it, the person card that gets drawn got to pay for everybody. That's what it sounds like to me.
I haven't hit the $1 billion lottery yet. I can't afford that. And even when I do, I still can't afford it on principle.
But I would normally, when it's a group of us, especially if I don't really, go out with people that often, if I haven't been out to eat with these people, I should say, I would ask before we start ordering, hey, can you guys do separate checks? If they say yes, all right, cool. This is what me and my wife got, are about to order. We're together, those two, and they break it down. That's how we do it. If not, then I'm like, I'm a little apprehensive about it, but I'll still go with it.
See, that's my thing. You shouldn't even be out. You should have respectfully declined. Sorry, I can't make it tonight, fellas. Y'all enjoy yourself without me. I'm
the type of person. I could, if I hit this $1 billion lottery, right, I could see me getting in trouble because I'm a very giving person. G, you have been out with me in strip clubs. You've been out with me in bars. And I'll be like, nah, come on, it's on me. Let's go. I got it. And that's not me drunk. That is sober me. I want people to have a good time.
That's the start of the night. You be
right. I'm a very giving person. Right. And I am not rich. I am not wealthy by any stretch of the imagination. I'm a very giving person. I could see my wife being like, babe, for real. Like, that's what you just bought this person. I could see me just saying, hey guys, let's go out. Guys night on me. The whole night, everything we do on me. Not that the billionaire thing is going to be a problem. I'm talking about I could see me doing something like that now.
Yeah.
Imagine the kind of stuff I will be trying to pull off if I get
and I got a story. Most recently, my bachelor party, Mike made sure I had the most fun night ever. It was my birthday / bachelor party. My boy came through for me. I didn't have to worry about nothing. G, what you drinking? He came, slapped money in my hand. Bro, I had so much fun. And at the end of the night, I had money left over. I could have easily just threw it in my pocket and walked out. I was like, Mike, I still got money left over. What you want me to do with it? He's like, G, let me get that back. Here, bro. No problem. No problem. I easily could like, oh, snap. I still got $100. Put it in my pocket. I was drunk out my mind, and I still like, bro, I still got money left over.
G, at your bachelor/birthday party, Mike made sure I had a good time. I was in there, yo, let's go. Lap dances. I think I was the only one to get lap dances. Y'all messed up. It was no, Mike made me pay for my lap dances, though. I did that out of pocket. But it was dope. Mike made sure I had a good time, paying for drinks and everything.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, he's doing that now. So if he ever came to some money, I know Mike would. Yeah, life of the party.
Yep.
And Jerry, I think it was Jerry, that a couple years ago on Nothing But Niners, we had somebody make a $500 contribution during the show. I think it was Jerry, and we had to send the money back to him. I think he meant to do either $5 or $50. It was after a big game. We were taking victory shots, and my man sent through this big ass, the comment. And I'm like, yo, did you mean to send that much? Like, people in the chat were going crazy, like, yo, what are you doing? What are you doing? Right? So I would not tell the story on Nothing But Niners.
It was him.
It was him. Yeah, it was him. It was him. So I didn't want to make him feel bad. I didn't want to tell the story on Nothing But Niners, but I'll tell y'all here. It's cool that Jerry hears it now, right? So what people don't know is when the super chats come in, let's say it's a $10 super chat, you might get $6.50 of that because YouTube takes a percentage of all of those comments, right? If it was Jerry, he said it was supposed to be $5. Yeah, it was him.
Wow.
He'll tell you, I didn't send him back what YouTube gave me. I sent him back the whole $5. And I didn't do the whole thing where it was like, well, you meant to send $5, so here's $4.90. I sent him back the whole thing. Like, bro, thank you very much. Like, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? It was that's just who I am. That's how I'm wired. I don't do stuff like that, man. I believe in if we going out and if it's my circle, like how we all went out for the strip club, we were axe throwing, I think, that night also.
Yeah.
Like, I want my people to really have a good time. And like that's it. Like it's one night that I planned for. You know what I mean? Plus, I was the best man. Like I gotta make sure that we having a good time. You know, this is what the festivities are for the night. We gonna go in here and we're gonna do it up. Like that's just how it's gotta be.
That wasn't even
the best
planned.
man.
It was axe throwing was planned. After that, they was like, yo, what y'all want to do? I didn't think y'all was serious. They was like, and here goes sis, strip clubs. So my boy made the strip club happen on a whim. I had the best time of my life. Everybody that came, we all had fun. Shout out to you, Mike, bro. Still one of my best memories.
There we go, man. All right, man. I'm glad we had fun. Any other topics y'all want to get to before we get out of here? I'm down to.
No, I did want to touch another one because I just saw it today, but I feel like it would take us over our time. And
It's up to y'all. Let me see if this charger works.
nah, we can address this one later because, like I said, I want to slow pill it. I don't want to, go ahead and do it real fast.
Okay. All right, cool. So then we can get ready to wrap this thing up. Then let's get some final thoughts going because my tablet was at 100% when we started, but we are down to just a mere 13%.
Oh yeah, let's do that real quick.
Let's get some final thoughts going here. All right. Anybody? Let me see if I could change the layout for the final thoughts. We didn't do like no pictures, no pop-ups or nothing. While I'm doing this though, I want to get y'all a quick vote real quick. I saw this on Twitter today. Just a quick answer. All right. Better actor, Samuel L. Jackson or Denzel Washington?
I will take Denzel.
I would think Denzel.
I'll take Denzel, but I love Samuel. The problem is I don't think Samuel has the same range as Denzel.
No.
I'm not saying he doesn't have range. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying I think Denzel can do a lot more. I think Denzel can do a lot more than Samuel.
Whew. Y'all got my boy Sam fucked up.
I don't. I'm okay. Maybe I shouldn't say a lot.
I've never seen this.
Maybe I shouldn't say a lot more, but he can do more. Denzel is way more flexible.
I never seen a Samuel Jackson movie that like touched my heart. That made me was like, oh my god, like what's the name?
I cried over Fences.
He talking about John Q.
John Q. Like John Q, just the name of one of the movies. It's a couple that's just like hit you right in the feels.
You never watched Black Snake Moan?
No.
I'm kidding. I just watched that because I heard he had a white girl chained up. And
let's go ahead and get to the final thoughts before we mess around and get canceled.
All right. Duck, you ended last week, so let's get you up here first for the final thoughts, man. Go ahead and bust it down for us, man.
Final thoughts. I don't really have much to go off of. Just spend time with your babies. I love my daughter, and this last week and a half was dope. The 3-day layoff and then to get her back, it's crazy. I passed out on the couch last night. I fell asleep missing her saying "Wawa," asking for water. So literally that's it. That was the thought on my mind as I fell asleep. Spend time with your kids. That's my final thought. And other than that, Denzel over Samuel all day.
Okay. I'll go next. We'll let G take it home at the end. I'm going to actually surprise people probably, and I'm going to say that Samuel L. Jackson, I think he's way more diverse. And here's my reason. I can't recall Denzel Washington changing his tone much. Even in John Q, all of his lines have the same delivery. It's kind of monotone almost, right? Like there's no passion. I'm not going to bury my son. My son's going to bury me. Right? Like, but that's just his voice.
I hate you right now.
That's just his voice, though. So I'm going to go with Samuel. I like guys that can inflect and really like reel you in with their roles. All right. And my final thoughts are, guys, just be kind to each other. Kindness wins the day all the time. And if you hit the lottery, do something really, really nice for somebody who doesn't expect it. All right. G, you up?
I'm gonna keep it short because Mike said his tablet's on 13%. My final thought is, I hate when I see people walking in the street when there's a sidewalk right next to them. It angers me. It angers me to no end. I'm like, why? What's wrong with the sidewalk? It's not uneven. Some of the places they even fixing up the sidewalk. Why are you in the street walking? That's just my little rant for today. Also, I still think Denzel's the better actor, but I like Samuel's choice of different roles. Like he'll do a comedy, he'll do a tearjerker. Like I like the way he picks his movies. But I still go with Denzel for the
2-1, and the chat also said Denzel. It's clearly Denzel.
I mean, y'all, it's okay. It's okay. I'm okay with groups of people being wrong. That doesn't bother me at all. So,
You hate it.
All right, man. I had to switch to my phone. It died. That 15% option. It says, you know how it pops up? It says turn on battery saver or no.
Yeah. That
shit meant that it was like 15, 14. Like, gee, when you started talking, I was down to 3%, and then it went to 2, and then it went to 1.
What the heck happened?
Yeah, no, that Joker wasn't playing about that battery saver. If you want to keep using me, let's go. But yeah, so all right, I think that's it for us, guys. We're gonna get up out of here, guys. Y'all were phenomenal tonight, man. This was a very, very fun show. I'm almost mad that it took so long for us to get to it. So, let's try to be better. Let's try to come back sooner. Let's try to come back better, and let's try to do something like spontaneous. Let's catch people off guard. If you guys enjoyed this show, man, please do us a favor. Go tell somebody about us, all right? Like, let them know, like, these guys over there, they doing something, man. Tell somebody to give us a subscribe. We do this for fun, not for profit, not for fame or anything like that. Just a little session for the guys to get together and vent. At some point, I'm going to get them away and out of the house. I'm going to get G out the house so that way he can really talk shit about his wife. I'm going to talk shit about mine, but they can both hear us. I'm kidding, ladies. I love both of y'all. It's just a joke. Go ahead, G. I saw you with your finger up. What's up, man?
I do want to touch on what you just mentioned. Subscribe. Speaking of, don't forget, our offer is still out there. 200 subscribers. I'm going to wax my head on camera, live. We're all going to get together in one location to pull this off. We're still going to have topics, and we're going to do topics live while I get my head waxed as we're doing it. So
I think
200 is the mark.
I think it's adorable that he thinks he's gonna be able to talk while getting his head waxed.
I keep picturing 40-year-old version when they waxed his chest.
It's worse. Duck, you never saw the video?
Nah.
Yeah, you put it on.
Oh, you put it on. No, I did. You put it on.
My man looked like he wanted to punch Shorty so bad. She was ripping his scalp. Oh my God, I can't wait for this.
See, the thing is, though, I'm not gonna have it like I'm gonna miss it. Like I'm not gonna do my weekly shave, but it ain't gonna be like at the end where it's like,
No. You can shave still. It's gonna get everything, every little pore. It's gonna pull. You can still shave.
I feel like it'll be way worse if I let it grow out. So,
I agree. I agree, but that's why you should shave. And I want to see how much actually comes out too. That's the thing. Like I want you to shave, and then we can see if it's actually worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is it ripping hairs, or is it really getting stuff, down to the follicles?
Getting the root and everything, and more than the root.
I'm with it. Like I said, 200 is the mark, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go ahead and get me waxed on live.
Pause. All right, man. That's gonna do it for us. We gonna get all the way up out of here on that note because G want to get waxed. We gonna see y'all soon. Y'all be safe out there. Thank y'all for checking us out.
Deuces.
We appreciate y'all. Peace.